Hi, Grant Norsworthy with morethanmusicmentor.com, and in this video... Wow, we've got some problems here, and the focus here is the electric guitarist, but more specifically, his amplifier. Let's talk about that. All right, Evan, thanks a lot for that demonstration. And we've got a little amp down here, and electric guitarists, I know, really think the amp is a very important part of crafting their sound. Am I right?
Yeah, it is.
And this is a nice little amp. What's this?
It's a Fender Blues Junior.
Okay, but this position is all wrong, wouldn't you say? What we were trying to show in this video is this amp on the floor shooting its tube of sound way past Evan's ankles, going out to the congregation and making people really feel the pain the pain of some of this obnoxious guitar tone. Because it's just too loud, and a lot of electric guitarists don't realise how directional and how tubular this sound is. And it's going right past your ankles. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. If you're standing beside the amp, you're really not going to hear much of the true volume or tone at all. And even if you're standing in front of it, if you're close to it, it's going to be the same situation. The directionality of the tone definitely widens the further away you get, but the player's rarely, if ever, that far from the amp to know what the congregation's actually hearing.
Right, so I see situations where the electric guitarist is saying, I can't hear myself, I've got to turn up, I've got to turn up. And it's like, but people here are in pain. There's blood dripping from their ears. And this is a situation we've got to avoid. Okay, Evan, we find ourselves back in your usual environment, the position we put you in for this band, and we've got your amp here on the floor now. We've positioned it side on. It's not pointing out to the congregation at all. It's going across the stage. But I can still see a situation here where it's still making that tube of sound past your ankles.
Yeah.
So what's the solution? You know what it is.
The best thing to do would be to tilt it back so the most accurate cone of sound is pointing at my ears and no one else's.
If you don't mind me handling your amazing amp.
Yeah, go for it.
That? So I've got this very simple little amp stand, but you can use an old DI or any sort of thing to make it tilt back, even tilt it against the wall to angle it so that it's really pointing towards Evan, and he's the first person to be able to assess the tone and the appropriateness of the volume.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Good deal. Now, but there are sometimes situations where electric guitarists, they feel like they need to have a certain volume out of the amp to get the tone they want. And hey, I get that. It's wonderful. And there is something beautiful about these amps, like really sort of angrily pushing themselves over the edge of their tubular capacity. But if the amp is still too loud for the rest of the band, for the front of house engineer, what would you say to an electric guitarist in that situation?
Yeah, well, most importantly, even though you want to get a great tone, especially in a church environment, I think there's a bigger purpose to be served in serving the bandmates and serving the congregation. And ultimately, I think maintaining a proper volume is more important than getting like the exact tone you want.
Yeah.
So as sad as it can be at first, the whole band's going to be a lot happier, and the overall music will probably turn out a lot better if you turn down to where they ask you to. Right.
So you've got to be prepared to make compromises with your own personal tone for the greater good.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't tell you how happy I am to hear an electric guitarist say that. But we're actually cheating a little bit here, aren't we?
We are, yeah.
Here at the Vineyard, where we were able to shoot this video, we actually had the benefit of an isolation booth out the back there. And this speaker here, when we've been recording, hasn't been operating. We've got a cable coming out of the back here. Tell us about the ISO booth briefly, and we'll finish this up.
Yeah, there's an ISO booth. It's just a box kind of lined with foam, so it absorbs the sound of the amp, keeps it from being too live inside the box itself, and the box itself blocks the sound from projecting out. So I can crank that up, get the tubes really working, get the tone that I love without bothering anyone.
The best of both worlds.
It is the best of both worlds.
Right, and so sometimes we can find a situation where the actual speaker that's producing the guitar sound is actually way away from the stage, and that can be a good solution here too. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out the other videos in this series. Please subscribe to the channel. And hey, if you want to find out some more information about More Than Music Mentor, to arrange your own consultation or even have me visit for an on-site consultation and training, please go to the website and contact us through morethanmusicmentor.com.